We haven't any decent pubs in the Cotswolds. Middleton, miss, if you have it.
This is Carrie Deacon. Carrie, this is Johnny Johnson.
Pleased to meet you.
Guzman.
Carrie empties out the bottle and hands him his drink.
Which team you're rooting for?
Arsenal.
There's a lad. To the Arsenal. May they beat the Spurs senseless in the derby this year. Cheers.
Excuse me, my fine gentleman.
She takes the empty Middleton bottle and exits.
You know, I came across Thierry Henry in a pub about 2 weeks ago.
Thierry Henry from the Arsenal?
Is there any other?
How'd that come about?
I was in London doing a bit of business, after which I wandered into a little pub to catch him, and then wouldn't you know it, 5 minutes later, Henri walks in, drunk as all Sunday with a few of his mates. Of course, I didn't say nothing to him, because I ain't the kind of bloke who goes bothering football players in pubs. But he saw me and came right up and said in his accent, which is all sideways, you know, he says, "Don't I know you from somewheres?" I don't rightly know, I says back. Yeah, I know you, he says to me. He says, "You were in that BBC expose back this summer, weren't you? You're Jimmy Johnson, aren't you?" Well, you couldn't knock me over with a feather. You've seen that show on Me Family that was on the telly.
Oh, I saw it too. Hardly did you justice.
Well, never mind that. Here's Thierry Henry insisted on buying me a drink because he saw me on the telly and thought the BBC did a poor job of it. I was famous to him. So he offers to buy me a spot, but I flat out refused. It ought to be me buying you a drink, I says to him, on account of that terrible game you played against Bolton.
Oh, that one was rough.
Ah, but here's the thing. Henri takes me up on the drink. And ever after, we're all buddy-buddy, right? And at one point, he's leaning in real close to me like this. And he says, "Jimmy, can I tell you something?" And I says, "Yeah, T, what is it?" He lets me call him T. And he says, "The reason that game was so terrible was that I injured me foot the night before, walking down some steps. No one was supposed to know about that. And he says Colo Toure had pneumonia and wasn't able to breathe right that day, and no one was supposed to know about that neither. So what did I do? The next game the Arsenal played, I bet against him. I went home with 1,000 quid.
That's quite a catch, Jimmy. You think they'll do any better next time?
Not like it.
Wish I'd known to put me money on Chelsea.
Sort of.
So, how's business, Jimmy? Outside of betting on football games?
Not bad, not bad.
You wouldn't have anything coming up in the next day or so, would you?
I'll tell you, no, I can't be telling you those kinds of secrets.
I know. Just thought I'd ask in case you'd be needing another man or two.
Mac would lend you out.
I'd be working as my own free agent.
But things with the McGreary Barrett plan are a wee bit on the ups and downs.
I'm not saying that exactly, just that I may be looking to work with someone who has a different perspective on things.
And what sort of things will we be talking about?
Well, I know that you have an appreciation for certain types of movable objects, more of a artistic nature.
I do. What of it?
Not many have that. The appreciation, that is. Not many amongst us pavies, anyway.
I suppose the Johnsons have cornered the market.
And that was by choice. Mac and us, we move scrap metal and play cards. Other clans, they run boxing matches, or they build patrol stations, or sell old furniture from town to town.
I only got time for one drink, boy, not 7.
And that was by choice. To the point. Late last night, my brother Finn brought in a 2-ton sculpture by Henry Moore.
Oh, I remember hearing something about that on the telly this morning. It was filched, yeah?
To order, by Mac. He sold it to Serge Kuchevsky, a scrap dealer, for £1,500.
You don't say.
Finn told me it was to be melted down, so I tried going after the thing.
How's that?
Kuchevsky came to pick it up, and after the deal was done, Finn and Mac went inside the caravan. Before Kuchevsky could leave, I said I wanted to bargain with him, to get the sculpture back.
And just what were you going to do with it? Put it on your front lawn?
No, I was going to return it, for God's sake.
Return it? You know what would happen if you returned it? They'd find out that you was one of the dirty gypsies, and they'd say that you stole it. You want to be hanged for returning the next piece of metal?
They don't hang over that.
The hell they don't.
You're cracked.
I know such thing.
You are.
I'm not the one who wants to keep a 2-ton statue in his yard.
I said I would return it.
That proves you're the one who's cracked. Listen, Tony, I'm telling you, you can't do nothing about the bloody thing. Now let it rest.
Kuchevsky said he would sell to me for £3,000.
Then go ahead and buy it.
I haven't got the money. He gave me 3 days. I've already lost one trying to get a loan at Bank of Scotland.
Banks are for breaking and entering, you dumb kid. Not one of them is going to pony up for borrowing it if they even suspect that you're not a reliable site.
I am reliable.
Oh, you got some sort of collateral? You got a profession with them pay stubs and taxes and such?
No.
Well, then you shite out a lot, aren't you?
But Jimmy, if I don't get that money, they're going to melt it.
And that's a sad thing to be sure.
You mean you don't care about it one bit?
What am I supposed to do?
Could you get me a job to work on? Could you loan me the cash?
Sure, and you don't take me to be a filthy Shylock.
But it's going to be destroyed.
Well, who's to blame for that? Not me.
I know. It's not your concern.
No, it's not.
But don't you ever feel badly when something is put in danger like that? Even if it wasn't you who done it?
Feel bad. For who? Them loaded buggers that forgot to lock their doors and windows? I'd as soon cut my own head off as feel sorry for them. When I was a little boy, I picked potatoes on them rich sod's land. When they finished with us, they'd drag me pregnant mother off by her hair, and then give me father a beating. You think I'd be spared? Being a child, but they did it to me too. And buffers have been treating us pabbies like that since the good Lord was a babe. I can't go feeling sorry for them.
I can't argue with about them being rich types, but what about the art itself, you know? I mean, do you ever feel like it should have never been stolen in the first place? Do you ever feel like you was violating something special, something that should be respected and left where it was?
All the time, lad, all the time. But I gotta make a living somehow, and them piece of shite lords and ladies aren't deserving to own such things in the first place. That's me view of it.
The sculpture wasn't stolen from lords and ladies. It was taken from a place that was meant for the public, a museum. It deserves to go back there.
Well, that scrap dealer has the thing, and you haven't the money to buy it, so what's to be done?
Just give me a loan.
I'm not giving you a loan!
Carrie re-enters with the new bottle.
Everything all right over here?
Oh, yeah, we're all right.
Good.
Carrie exits to attend the other end of the bar.
I'm not giving you a loan.
Right. You know what? Forget it. I don't even care about buying the thing anymore. I just want to figure out a way to save it from being destroyed.
Well, that's not likely to happen unless you involve the filth, and I don't imagine you want to be doing that.
No. But you could.
What's that?
You have a man in Scotland Yard, yeah?
I might.
Come on, Jimmy. Everyone knows.
They don't know a bloody thing.
Suppose you put in his ear that you know where the sculpture is being held. I heard on the telly this morning that there's a reward been put out by the Henry Moore Museum for any information leading to it.
So, I'll tell him that I know where the statue is. And once he agrees to hear me out, I'll collect the reward and then direct him towards the scrap dealer.
Exactly.
And what about Mac? I'm not about to stir up trouble and start a war between the clans. I don't snitch on other pabbies. That's been my only rule so far. If Mac finds out about this...
He won't have to know a thing. Krzyzewski will take the fall.
You don't think he'll tell the filth where he got the thing?
Not if he wants to keep working with us bodies.
Well, how big is that reward then? If I'm to mess with anything that had Mac's hands in it, it has to be fairly substantial. Worth me a while, you know, just in case.
£100,000.
I'll drop by Scotland Yard tomorrow.
Thanks. Thanks, Jimmy.
Jimmy finishes his whiskey. He pulls out a £20 note on the bar to pay for his drink.
You're a good lad, buddy. I like the way you think.
As Jimmy exits the pub, Carrie enters, watching him. She looks at Tommy, but he's become absorbed in his drink in the football game. She picks up the £20 note and puts it in the cash register. She looks again at Tommy, but he pays her no attention. Blackout. Scene 3. The office of Charlie Hill, 58, detective with the art squad at Scotland Yard. Charlie is at his desk, talking on the phone to a tipster and taking notes. In the background, the buzz of a busy police station. It is the next morning, December 17th.
Right. Yeah, thanks. If your information proves helpful, we'll let you know. Okay then.
He hangs up and, frustrated, tosses the notes into the trash. There's a knock at the door.
Come in.
Jimmy enters.
Jimmy Johnson! They let you out again?
Good to see you too, Charlie.
Haven't heard from you for a while. You've been busy.
We'd be the one to know, Richie. Seems like you've had a lot on your hands lately. That Henry Moore statue, stolen art in Hertfordshire.
I don't suppose you had anything to do with
It's
it.
funny you should ask.
What do you know?
You know, I can't be giving out information that easy.
Nothing is ever easy with you.
Come on now, Charlie. I've always been reliable. All those paintings and antiques I found when the yard was plumb out of weeds. How about the Marquis of Bath's rest on the flight into Egypt? Who got that one for you?
You were the one that stole it in the first place!
Yeah, that's true. But what about the Rothschild's gold boxes now? That was a good one. And that one weren't needed.
What do you know about the Henry Moore sculpture?
I know there's a £100,000 reward on it.
That information better be pretty damn good.
It is.
All right. What's the nature of it?
I'm prepared to tell you the whereabouts of the missing statue.
So then you know who did it.
I can't be saying such a thing.
But you know.
I can't discuss it. I can tell you where it is, though. You're interested in that now, aren't you?
I am, but what good is your information if there's no one to prosecute?
Well, you can get the statue back. That'd be pretty good for your public relations, wouldn't it? Scotland Yard saves the day again, and we can feel safe in our beds tonight, knowing that our treasures will be returned to us. Isn't that what the people want? They know that you're out there working hard to ensure that everything goes right back to where it ought to be.
What people want is justice. What the police commissioner wants is justice. There's a thief out there that's got to pay for the crime. I can't just let that go.
Don't you worry, someone will pay.
Someone, but not the culprit.
I didn't say that, did I?
You're hardly saying anything useful anyway.
What's with you, Charlie? I'm offering up the goods. The thing can be in your hands today, if you like. Brought right back to that museum this afternoon. All I need is me money. And you can start calling up the papers and television stations, telling them the
We
news.
can't have the return of the sculpture without an arrest, or with any wrongful conviction on our hands. If we don't get the guilty party, it'll be a black eye for all of Scotland Yard.
And it'll be a black eye if you don't get the statue back. I mean, let's stop all this mucking about, shall we? Time is at a premium, as they say.
What the bloody hell does that mean?
It means that the statue's not going to be around much longer. Now, do you want to hear the information I've got?
Only if it includes the name of those responsible for the
I
crime.
can't provide those details.
Then who is your source?
I can't tell you that, Charlie. You'll just have to trust me that I'm on the up and up with this one.
On the up and up. This coming from a bloody pikey.
No. There's no one made for that kind of talk. That's uncharitable, that is.
If you don't like the way you're being addressed, I suggest that you bugger off. We've gotten hundreds of tips from all over the area. We're hardly in need of you.
Oh, but have any of those tips actually led you to the statue? Or mine will?
Give me the tip.
You can give me the money then.
Only if you give me your source. That's how we've always done it.
Yeah, well, this time it's different. I'm sticking my neck out on this one, as it were.
That's not how it works.
You know, I've been awfully useful to you, Charlie. Remember the scream back in Oslo? It was a real win for the Yard, and you were quite the hero. Scotland Yard and Charlie Hill cracked the case, and weren't the people of Norway singing your praises up and down, all because of that tip. I'd like to keep working with you. Help me to find all the paintings and such. I'd like to help you get this statue.
Without ever revealing the name of your source.
It's a good tip. Worth the waging. I guarantee it.
I'll speak to my superiors.
That's no.
Come back tomorrow. We'll talk more then.
Thank you, as always. Good day.
Yeah.
Jimmy exits. The phone rings and Charlie answers it.
Charles Hill? Yes, sir. The lorry? That's good news, sir. Epping? There's a traveler settlement out that way, isn't there? Jimmy Johnson was just in here with a tip on the sculpture. He seems to be protecting someone. Yes, right away. Oh, sir, when I return, I'd like to speak with you about Johnson's tip. Yes, sir. Thank you.
He hangs up. Blackout. Scene 4. Scene 4. The travelers' camp later that afternoon. As in the first scene, Tommy is sitting in front of the caravan. He is attempting to draw, but he cannot maintain focus. He repeatedly looks up and around the camp, as if nervously waiting for something but he doesn't quite know what. He notices something off stage, stands up, and peers in the direction of the person approaching. Charlie enters, looking around.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Could I help you any?
Mac McCreary, in?
He is. May I ask who's asking?
Detective Charles Hill, Scotland Yard.
Hang on a moment.
He goes inside the caravan.
What's that? Bloody?
Tommy and Mac exit the caravan.
How do you do, Detective? We don't see your kind here around much.
Not much need for it, I suppose. You gypsies travelers have got their own way of dealing with problems, don't they?
That's one assessment, I suppose. Can I offer you a cup of tea?
No thanks. I'll be brief.
As you please.
I'm here about a missing sculpture. You might have heard about it on the television?
I might have, yeah. I try not to watch too much of that stuff. Rots the brain does.
Yes. In any case, there is some reason to believe that the theft may have been committed by someone within the traveling community.
You tried the Johnson plant over in the Cotswolds? They've got a reputation for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I know. What's your line of work, Mr. McCreary?
A bit of this and that.
Your family ever gather scrap metal to sell?
We've been known to go picking.
All legal, of course.
Of course. I also own a little establishment down the road called the Pig and I bet 5 quid yard knew that, though.
I did.
You ever been in there?
No, don't get over to these parts often.
London man, then.
Want to live where I work, don't I?
Let me guess. Kingston upon Thames?
Close. You've been at Dale Farm all your life?
Nah, family lived near Bangor or so. After troubles began, we all moved around Wales and Scotland. And then when this place developed, me dad moved us here.
And how long have you owned the pub?
About 10 years now. Bought it from Maisie Donaldson after old man sniffed
You
it.
spent much time there at the Pig and Nickel.
As much as need be. I have a capable staff, amongst most things.
Or were you there 2 nights ago?
No. A few of the boys and I were having it out over a poker game here in the caravan. Yeah, that sounds about right, don't it, Tommy?
You were there with him, son, the whole night.
Tommy, to like block Nastash.
Yeah.
Born or broken?
What was that then?
What?
What you just said sounded a bit garbled. Couldn't understand it exactly.
Oh, don't worry, Detective. You were meant to.
Ah. So, son, you were with Mr. McCreary here the whole night.
He was. Tommy's being watchman. You might see security.
That sounds like some heavy artillery for a man who just owns a pub.
What are you suggesting?
There's nothing in the least. And now, you were in your caravan 2 nights ago, the night of the theft, and Tommy here was with you.
I just said that I was. You know, I'm getting the feeling that you're trying to dig for something that might not be there.
Oh no, I'm just trying to get a sense of the life of the community. It's nothing personal. I've been talking to all the people who have been identified as civic leaders. Consider it a compliment to you.
I'll do that.
In any case, you were here on Thursday, you and Tommy.
Yeah.
The poker game. Not a regular thing.
About once a week, I suppose.
So it was you and Tommy playing.
Oh, I weren't playing.
He's not a gambling man, our Tommy.
So you were just watching.
Yeah.
And who else was there that night?
I hardly see how that
I
matters.
just want to know who else I might want to be talking to.
You got your list of civic leaders.
Mr. McCreary, did you or the fellows playing cards notice any unusual noises on the night of the theft?
Not that I recall.
Nothing around, say, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Nope.
Any suspicious vehicles in the vicinity that night that you did not recognize?
It was a quiet night. Eh, Tommy?
Yes, sir. It was.
All right then. Gentlemen, thank you for your time and hospitality.
He reaches into his jacket pocket. Tommy starts, impulsively going for the gun in his coat pocket. Charlie does not see this action, but Mac does and shoots him a look that tells him to stop. Charlie pulls out a business card and gives it to Mac.
This is my card. If you happen to hear anything that might be of use to the investigation or something pops into your head that you forgot to tell me, I hope you'll be in touch.
Of course, Detective. All the best to you.
Charlie exits.
Tommy, where's Finn?
Probably at home.
Would you do me a favor and call him over here?
Yes, sir. Tommy swiftly exits, leaving his drawings on the chair. Mac rips up the business card. He kicks the caravan, that paces a bit around a bit, puffing and puffing and running his fingers through his hair. After a few moments, Tommy re-enters with Finn.
You wanted to see me, sir.
Yes, I did, Finn. You see, it seems to be a little problem.
What's that, sir?
Someone got one of your sticky fingers from 2 nights ago.
I know. It's all over the news. I mean, you had to expect.
It's been traced to the clan, Finn. There was a pig poking around here a moment ago. Why was there a pig here?
I don't know, sir.
Well, you better find out or else you're a dead man.
I will. I mean, I'm sorry, sir.
Just take care of it, now!
Mac goes back into the caravan, slamming the door.
Fuck.
That's some bad luck, Finn.
Yeah, I know it's bad luck. Bloody worse luck.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna find whoever it was that snitched.
The servants, maybe? Could have been them.
No, the only people they like less than us is the fuzz. They talk and they lose their ability to do business.
What if they're getting pressured?
I'm sure they have some sort of arrangement going to keep the fuzz out of their particulars.
Maybe it was some random bloke. Just happened to see something and reported it.
That's unlikely. Even if it were, how would they have known it was us pavies that done it?
You don't think that it was someone close to the clan, then?
I don't want to imagine it.
Could have been one of the other guys from the job. Danny? Pete, maybe?
Danny and Pete are straight, and they have some sense too. Only a real fool would go betraying Mac. And don't say nothing about him being a brute. You know that's just how it is.
You really do admire him, don't you?
Look at what he's got. He's got one of the biggest caravans in the settlement. He's got his own pub. He's got dozens of guys working for him. He's got the best clothes, and he wants nothing for it. You don't get to see it, but when people come to do business with him, there's a great deal of respect. You can see it in their eyes. You can feel it in the way they treat him. I've never had that, Tommy. The only thing I got in life is the caravan. Ma and Da left when they died, and I've got to share it with you.
Sorry, Finn.
It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. Fuck. Damn fuzz. Why did he have to come around here and stir the pot? And why did that bastard, whoever he is, have to let things slip? I'll rip his bloody head off.
Where are you off to?
To figure out who's been talking.
Oh, right. Good luck, then.
Blackout. Scene 5. Spotlight up on Tommy. He makes the call. Spotlight up on Jimmy. He answers.
Now, what is it?
Jimmy, it's Tommy Barrett.
Tommy, how are you?
The cops, Jimmy. They were casing Dale Farm today.
Where were they?
What do you say to them?
Well, now, hold on a minute. I didn't say nothing about Dale Farm. In fact, I was very careful not to say a word regarding any Paddies being involved.
Then why were they here?
I couldn't say, Tommy. Now, how about we calm down a bit, shall we?
You made any progress with your man at the yard?
I have. He knows that the tip I'm offering will break the case, and he's very interested.
So what's the hold up?
I've got to give him the reward money, don't I?
Is it coming? The money?
Sure enough it is. I'm meeting with me contact tomorrow for negotiations. The 100,000 will be coming fast, and your statue will be safe, I promise.
It's gotta happen, Jimmy. It has to.
Yeah, it will. I'll give you a ring tomorrow, all right?
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Jimmy.
Tommy hangs up the phone. Spotlight's out. Scene 6. The Travelers' Camp the following morning, December 18th. Tommy is alone on the opposite side of the stage from the caravan. He's making a call on his cell phone. After a moment, the other end picks up. Tommy tries to speak quietly.
Mr. Kaczynski, it's Tommy Barrett. With the... Right. No. I don't have it. Not yet. No, wait. It's coming. I'll get it. I just want to make sure you hadn't... No, of course not. Oh, good. So it's safe. Yes, I mean... No, I'll have it tonight, I promise. I just want to be sure... Okay.
Mac enters from the caravan, talking on his cell phone. Tommy sees him. Mac pays Tommy no attention.
And as I told your ace reporter, Miss... What was her name?
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Tommy hangs up.
Gibson, that's right. And as I told Miss Gibson, I haven't the slightest as to why the police would think that the traveling community had anything to do with it. No, I would not like to make an official statement. And a pleasant day to you, too.
Mac hangs up. His phone rings again and he answers.
Mac McGree. The Guardian? I was wondering when you were going to call. Your competitor's way ahead of you.
Finn enters. He sees Mac, then addresses Tommy.
Oh, is he?
I'm not sure that could really be any help there, Mr. McKee.
Bloody pissed. Reporter's been calling all morning.
Reporters?
Yes, they were perfectly respectable, as far as I know.
Word got out that the cops visit Dale Farm. Suddenly everyone's curious.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Why are they bothering Mac of all people?
How should I know? Fairly prominent member of the community, I suppose. The cop that stopped by here mentioned a list of civic leaders.
You'll not be getting any information out of me that way. Not that there's anything that I'm knowing anyhow.
Maybe this isn't the best time.
Finn starts to leave. Mac motions to Tommy to stop him.
I think he wants you to stay.
Yeah, well, you know where to reach me. Bye-bye now.
He hangs up.
Finn, been wondering where you're at.
I've been off, sir, as you asked, looking for the sneak.
And exactly how's that been progressing?
Not so good, sir.
Not so good. You mean to be saying that you haven't figured out who sold us down the river?
No, sir.
Well, who you been talking to, Finn?
Danny Connor and Pete Doyle. They was driving with me that night. The Wards, down the way, and a few of the guys from Kopchevsky's circle.
You speak to Krzyzewski?
Not him directly.
Well, why not?
I don't know. Seems proper protocol to go through his men first, and to leave any direct dealing with him to you.
Good lad. Who else have you been speaking to? Been speaking with? The Flannerys?
Yeah.
And the O'Neills?
Yeah.
And?
They don't know a thing. At least that's what they've been saying.
Not a thing.
No, sir.
Who else? Who else have you been talking to?
No one else. That's it.
That's it.
Mac, I shook down everyone that I could think of who might be related to this.
Well, apparently, you didn't shake down everyone. Else, we'd have a body to bury.
I've been doing me best, sir.
But your best don't seem to be good enough. Do it.
No, sir.
You failed me, Finn. You're coming to me with absolutely nothing to show for yourself. Why the fuck did you bother me showing up here, Finn?
You asked me to give you a report, sir.
I asked you to find the rat that called the pigs, and you haven't done it.
Like I said, sir, I've been doing me best. I talked to everyone that I could think of.
So you stated the Wards, the Flannerys, the O'Neills, just about the whole bleeding community, eh?
Yes, sir.
And not one got something to say.
Not a one.
That does seem awfully peculiar, don't it, Finn?
Yes, sir. I suppose, sir.
Not a single one.
No, sir.
You would think that someone would have something to say.
Yes, sir.
No one would go around hiding something like that, would they? Not for me, anyway.
No, not from you.
Because that would be a pretty damn fool thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you were the rat, you'd know to come clean, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir, that is...
But you're not the rat, are you, Finn?
No, of course not.
Mac begins to advance towards him.
Because I'm thinking, maybe that's been the problem all along.
No, sir.
Yeah, maybe that's why you found anything, because you're the one that did it.
No, I swear.
You're always so dependable, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Anytime there's something going on, you're right there with me.
I'm only doing my job, being reliable, doing as you've asked.
But it's more than that. You got a hunger in your eyes, boy. I can see it.
I just want to support the clan. And you?
You would like to lead the clan someday, would you?
Sir?
You're not scheming to try and trouble me, are you?
Of course not.
Because maybe that's what all this is about.
I've had nothing to do with it, honest, sir.
Tell me you didn't do it, Finn.
I didn't.
Tell me you're not the rat.
I'm not. I am not the rat.
Mac grabs Finn and pulls him close.
I'll fucking kill you if you did it, Finn.
No, I did it. I swear it.
You swear on your life?
I do.
Because I'll fucking kill you.
Mac throws Finn across the stage and prepares to fight.
You hear me?
Mac! Mac, stop!
He gets between them and Mac backs down.
What is it?
I have to tell you.
What?
I had a thought. I was thinking maybe it was the Donnellys.
Why the Donnellys?
They always said that they wanted in their deals, right? They're really just a bunch of rotters?
They all want the benefits while doing the work, so?
So, Finn's not the one who's trying to get you out of the way. He's too loyal. He's too good.
And?
The Donnellys. They've got no loyalty, not to you anyway. What if this is all their fault? What if it's a bid to squeeze you out and get in their business?
How would they know about the theft?
Pete Doyle. He's been seeing Abby Donnelly for a few months now. He probably told her something.
You saw Pete Doyle?
Yeah, but he said he didn't say anything. I just don't think he...
Pay him a visit.
Yes, sir.
And talk to the Donnellys too. I will not have this fall around me. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Blatest idiot you are. I should have put Tommy on as me right arm. He's twice as smart as you. You know that?
I hardly think that's a fair assessment.
I think it's a very fair assessment. You have a keen eye. You see the intricacies of relationships. That's keen to be a good businessman. Finn, he don't see that, do he? And he don't ask questions like you. He don't think. He just obeys like a bloody dog.
I'm standing right here, sir.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't be. You'd be far away right now working to fix this mess you made.
Yes, sir.
Don't yes sir me. Get out of me sight and go bloody fix it.
Mac exits into the caravan, slamming the door as he goes. Finn advances on Tommy.
Cunt.
What?
Undermining me in front of Mac like that?
I was just trying to be helpful.
You're just jealous that I get to go out on assignments for them while you're stuck playing guard.
That's not it at all. I really was just trying to be helpful.
Well, don't! Mac is right. I made this mess. I'm the one who's got to cleaning up. I don't need any help from you! Thanks, though.
Tommy watches as Finn exits.
Sorry, Finn. I am. Really.
Mac sticks his head out from the caravan door. He's wearing a dress shirt and is putting on a tie.
Tommy, I'm going to London on business. I'll be back tomorrow. Keep an eye on that brother of yours, will you?
Yes, sir.
Blackout. Scene 7. Spotlight up on Tommy. He makes a call. Spotlight up on Jimmy. He looks at his phone but does not answer.
Come on, Jimmy. Please pick up. For God's sake.
Hang tight, kid. Hang tight.
Blackout. Scene 8. Charlie's office later that morning. Charlie is sorting through papers. Jimmy enters.
Jimmy, Charlie. Pleasure to see you again. How's the investigation progressing?
Confidential.
Yeah, of course. I won't say nothing. Swear to me, dear departed mom.
I mean, the investigation is confidential. I'm not sharing details with the general public, and I'm certainly not sharing them with you.
It's just being inquisitive is all. No need to be so hostile. Shall we move on from the niceties and talk about the deal?
The deal?
Exchanging that tip for the reward money.
I can't give you the money.
Sorry, I don't think I heard you right. Do you mind saying that again?
I asked for authorization from my higher-ups, and they said no.
I don't understand. You did tell them that the information I'm offering was real. You did say it would allow them to get the statue.
I did, and they said no.
Well, why the fuck did they do that?
You think I'm a mind reader?
You mean they had no explanation?
No! Must have had something to do with the lorry.
The Lord.
Don't you say a bloody thing. I'm not authorized to tell anyone yet.
Seems you're not authorized to do much, are you, Charlie?
I've had about enough of you.
Already? It's still early. What happened with the Lord?
I found it in a ditch near Epping. It appears to be the one used in the robbery.
What's that got to do with me offer then?
Forensics is looking at the thing now. If they find a fingerprint or a strand of hair, they'll be able to identify the culprit, and the museum won't have to give you the 100,000, will they?
But finding evidence, if there is any, that could take days. The statue's gonna be gone if you don't do something about it right now.
My hands are tied. The commissioner and the head of this division have made up their minds. There's nothing I can do unless you're willing to give up your informant.
I can't give him up. This man I got, he's been calling me all morning. Bloody freaking out. He's put himself on the line here. I've put myself on the line.
It's hardly my problem.
I can't be having this thing go to pieces. You said you could help me.
I said I would give your proposal a go. There were no promises made.
But it's never been a problem before, has it? You've always been dependable, just like I've been dependable, getting them tips for you. I need this to work, Charlie. Don't be leaving me out to dry.
There's nothing I can do.
That's not the kind of answer I can work with. It don't do me any good, you understand?
What's so different about this case, Jimmy? Why are you so insistent?
Now there, I don't much appreciate that line of inquiry. It's my business if I want to keep quiet on some things. Scotland Yard and the like might not appreciate me much, but there's a reason why I'm respected amongst the Canadians, and it's because I mind my own, and I know when my jaw should stay locked. You best remember that, and stop pushing me.
Your source. It's another traveler, isn't it?
Excuse me?
I visited a council estate not far from where the lorry was found. With you coming in here, I thought there might be a connection.
Well, that's quite a bold assumption to have made. Quite a leap in logic. You get much, did you?
Only the Prime Minister's arsehole is shut tighter than the mouths of you bloody knackers.
Bloody knackers, eh? You're the one that should be keeping your mouth shut.
Are you threatening me?
No. I'm just saying, I find that term rather offensive, is all, and I find your implications of a connection to Pabby's insulting too. It don't matter who Miss Arse is. If this all falls to pieces, I'll have to wash my hands of it. And that's the truth. Please, don't force me to do that.
You sold out one of your own, and you're pinning the consequences on me.
Don't you dare be making such accusations. I'm relying on you to make this happen. You're the one holding all the cards here.
I'm not holding anything!
I need this deal to go through, Charlie, and you need to get the statue before it's too late. That's the bottom line.
It's done, and it's over with.
I'll speak to your superiors myself then, if that's what it takes.
Like hell you will.
If they were to hear from me directly, I'm certain that they'd go
You'll
on.
not be speaking with them!
But if you would just let me talk...
No! Stop petitioning! It's beneath you, and it makes me want to wring your neck!
Charlie, you're going to make a huge mistake here.
I know exactly what I'm going to do, Jimmy. I am going to give you the old heave-ho out of this office, and if you even insist upon meddling further with this investigation, you can be assured that your arse will be thrown in jail faster than you can sneeze.
Now, wait a minute there.
Get out!
But if I just...
Out!
Yeah, all right. Best of luck to you, Charlie. Best of luck to you.
Jimmy quickly exits. A moment later, Charlie's phone rings. He knocks it off the desk with a swift, violent move of his hand. Blackout. Scene 9. The spotlight up on Jimmy. He makes a phone call. Spotlight up on Mac as he answers.
Jimmy Johnson. This is the devil himself.
Yeah. Look, Mac, I got something to tell you.
And what's that?
It was Tommy, the one you're looking for. He asked for me to help in trying to save the statue. I'm sorry, Mac. I'm real sorry.
Mac hangs up. He makes a call. Spotlight up on Tommy, who answers.
Tommy, Sir? I'm coming back early this afternoon. Sit up tomorrow.
Anything I can do for you?
No.
He hangs up. Blackout. Scene 10. The Traveler's Camp. Tommy is alone on the opposite side of the stage from the caravan. He's making a call on his cell phone. The voicemail picks up on the other end of the line.
It's Tommy again. Jimmy, call me, will you? I'm getting desperate here. Please.
He sees someone approaching from off stage and ends the call. Finn comes swiftly to the caravan and bangs on the door.
Where's Mac?
Gone. He'll be back in a few hours.
Oh.
He turns around to face Tommy. His hands and his shirt are covered in blood.
Jesus Christ! What the hell happened to you?
Nothing. I'm alright.
Well, what have you been doing?
What I'm supposed to, eh? Finding the snitch.
That yours?
It's Pete Doyle's.
Is he?
Just banged up is all. Sent him to the hospital, but he'll be okay.
Did he say anything?
Nothing. That's why he's in the hospital.
Jesus, Finn.
I didn't want to, but I've run out of options, haven't I? No one's talking. No one's admitting a damn thing.
What are you gonna tell Matt?
What can I tell him?
I don't know, that you beat the crap out of Pete Doyle, I guess. That you've been doing what you're supposed to.
Yeah, but what have I got to show for it?
You've been trying, haven't you? You gotta respect that.
You heard him. Trying isn't good enough, is it?
But if that's all you got.
It won't be enough. I could be coming on my own hands and knees begging for mercy. And the bastard would bare his teeth and put a gun to me head anyway.
I'm sorry, Finn.
I didn't want it to go all bugger. I didn't expect it to.
I'm sure Mac didn't either.
I'm doing the best I can to fix it. Why can't he see
And
this?
he's not rational, that's why. The only thing that's important is what he wants right then and there.
He's a tosser, is what. He got me into this, and for what? He barely made a quid, and I got even less.
Krzyzewski gave him 1,500, and you got 150 of that. That's not bad for a nice one.
Yeah, but think about it. That lorry we boosted, it had to be worth twice as much as we got from Krzyzewski for the statue alone. And here he lets the bloody Serb drive away with it.
Maybe he was trying to get rid of evidence.
It was money on the table, and he let it go. Besides that, would you really trust Krzyzewski to clean up our own dirty work? I wouldn't.
You're sounding like him again. I mean, like a proper businessman of sorts.
He's not a businessman, he's a thug.
He studies his hands.
You're right, Tommy. He's a thug. And I'm not any better.
That's not true.
It is true. This is what I am. This is what he's made me into.
It's not. You're a better man than he is.
Yeah? Tell that to Pete Doyle.
You don't have to keep doing it, you know. You could always quit.
Quit and do what?
Anything with this.
You really do hate this life, don't you?
No, I don't. It's just what I know, isn't it?
You and me both. But what's the alternative?
There must be some other life to have.
What kind of life?
I don't know.
Tell me! Tell me what other kind of life there is.
For me? For both of us?
For you. What other kind of life could there be for you?
Well, I be an artist, I suppose. Paid one, that is.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I get Carrie to finally marry me.
She's still not rejecting your proposals, is she?
She is the minx.
You'll wear her down eventually, I'm sure.
I hope so.
What else besides that?
And I'd make a nice home for her to live in. Her and Viv.
A nice home for Carrie and Viv. Would you live here in Dale Farm?
No. By the ocean. I start painting there. Seems like every artist has got to have that period where he's painting pictures of the sea. It would be peaceful and pretty.
It would. Sounds like a good life for you. Ma would certainly be happy about it. She always wanted something better for us.
That she did.
Alright, so what kind of life could I have besides this?
Oh, you'd live a grand one. Even grander than Max.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, I don't know. You'd have a bigger crew, I suppose, a bigger home, nicer clothes.
And what would I be doing to earn all this bigger and nicer stuff?
Something legitimate. Something proper. Working at a bank, maybe?
Banks are for robbing, not working.
You sound like...
What?
Never mind. Okay, so not a bank. Fireman, maybe?
That's respectable. I don't much like fires, though. Or heights, ladders, you know.
You wouldn't want to be a policeman.
Blimey, no! I can never show me face around here again.
Yeah, but think about all the contraband just lying for the taking, and the bribes.
That wouldn't be so bad then, would it? Still, what else you got?
Doctor?
I appreciate that you think I'd be smart enough.
I don't, actually. But this is an imaginary life I'm making here.
Finn goes to hit him, but misses. He and Tommy spar playfully, as if in a boxing match.
Oh, thanks a lot. Some brother you turned out to be.
They throw each other punches, which don't land. Tommy fakes out Finn and bear hugs him, then knocks him to the ground. Finn laughs and sits up. Tommy raises his arms in a victory dance.
Alright, alright. Any other suggestions?
Oh, shopkeeper? Patrol station, maybe?
I'm not Pakistani, am I?
How about a teacher?
I don't like children.
Well, the army's not likely to take you.
Wouldn't want to go into the army anyway.
Navy?
No.
Air Force?
No!
And I give up.
You mean that's it?
Yep.
Well, bullets. Guess I'm stuck nicking aluminum siding from old houses.
Car doors from out of junk lots.
And big hunks of iron sitting out to some museum.
Bronze. The sculpture's made of bronze.
Yeah, I suppose you would know, wouldn't you? It isn't you, is it?
What?
I had a bit of suspicion, you know, but I didn't want to believe that.
What?
You're the snitch.
He advances on Tommy.
No.
Tell me it isn't you, Tommy.
I'm not. Of course I'm not.
You swear?
I do.
Please, Tommy, tell me the truth.
Finn grabs him by the coat.
I swear I do. Look, Finn, please. You're acting just like Mac. You're upset. You haven't got your head on straight.
You'd expect something different from me? You're my own brother and you just stabbed me in the back?
I didn't. I'm not.
Finn lets him go.
What am I supposed to do?
Go home and wash up. Take a rest if you can.
But, Mac,
When Mac returns, I'll let him know you've been by. Until then, don't worry. It'll all work itself out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Finn begins to walk home. He stops and turns to Tommy.
It could have been Danny Connor, maybe. Or the Wards?
Yeah, it could have.
Do you really think I could do something different? We're going to bank or something.
Absolutely. Now go on home. It'll be all right.
Finn exits. Tommy takes a moment to digest the confrontation. He then pulls out his cell phone. He thinks about making another call, but puts the phone away. He then feels for his gun and pulls it out. He looks at it, considers, then exits. Black eye. Scene 11. The Pig and Nickel, later that day. Carrie is tending bar. Tommy enters and approaches the bar. He's Harry.
I need to use the phone.
And what exactly happened to yours?
I lost it.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Where'd you lose it?
The bank, I think. Or somewhere in between the bank and here. Please, Carrie, can I just use it?
What were you doing at the bank? I thought they turned you down.
I was robbing it.
You were what?
I held the place up.
Tommy, you know I don't like you when he puts you on jobs.
I didn't do it for Mac.
What then? Oh, no. You didn't, I mean, for that?
Carrie, please.
Carrie takes out the telephone from behind the counter bar and angrily slams it on the bar top.
Thanks.
He pulls out Serge's business card and dials the number. Beat. The other end picks up.
Mr. Krachevsky, it's... Yeah. Look, I have it. It's all here in my pocket. Can I... What do you mean? What we agreed on... I told you I had a few more hours. But I told you I was going to get it. Yeah? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay. Thanks.
He hangs up the phone.
It's gone. They destroyed it.
Oh, Tommy, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I shouldn't have tried.
Of course you should have. It was important to you.
No! I shouldn't have done anything about it. I put myself at risk. I put Mac at risk and Finn.
He pulls out a large stack of money and puts it in front of Carrie.
Here. This does me no good now. Use it to buy that caravan you want, or to send it in the university someday. I should have stolen it for you in the first place. Not to buy some hunk of metal from a scrapyard.
No, I can't.
I don't need it anymore. Just take it.
She puts it in her pocket.
It isn't right. You stole it, you should keep it.
I told you, I don't need it anymore. It's all over for me, don't you see?
What do you mean it's all over for
I
you?
double-crossed Mac.
You double-crossed
It
him.
was supposed to be so easy. No one was going to get hurt, you know, not Mac or Finn anyway. Not... It was all so simple.
Tommy, what did you do?
That statue. Mac had Finn steal it, and then he sold it to a scrap dealer, and I couldn't get the money to buy it, so I made a deal with Jimmy Johnson to get the cops involved. Mac, he wasn't supposed to know. That's why I did it. Because I thought...
Is that why there's been a detective nosing around? Because you had Jimmy Johnson tell the cops about the statue?
I don't know why he was here. Jimmy swore he hadn't said a word about Dale Farm.
Do you think he was lying to you?
I don't know. Maybe. It don't matter now. Soon enough, Mac will figure out who's the snitch.
You're in danger then.
To say the least. I'm so sorry for all this, Carrie.
You don't have to.
I'm sorry. So fucking sorry. I just kept thinking I was so close. If I could just hold on a little longer, I could, you know, save it.
Yeah.
But then the cops showed up, and I couldn't stop what was happening, or I could. But then, if I said anything to Mac or Finn, if I told them what I'd done, Mackie would have, and now he will. I've got to go before he finds me.
Go where?
I don't know. I gotta get away from here.
No, Tommy, please.
I'm sorry.
Please don't leave.
I have no other choice, have I? What else can I do?
I'll go with you. Me and Viv, we can go together.
No.
Well, we've got money now. We can do it.
Carrie, I can't let you.
It'll be all right. We'll just go, you and me.
And Viv,
All of us. We'll leave here, travel like proper pavs, eh?
you don't... You want a life on the road?
As long as it was with you. Besides, staying put never suit me much anyway.
Says you with a steady, respectable occupation.
You call me respectable?
I wouldn't dare.
It'll be all right, Tommy. We'll figure things out.
Thank you for lying to me.
Well, thank you for telling me the truth.
Where shall we go?
Anywhere you like.
The ocean?
Yeah, the ocean. That sounds wonderful. Right, perhaps?
Somewhere farther than that.
Tenby.
Yeah, Tenby.
Okay, good. We'll take me car. Come by my place in an hour with your things. Viv and I will be all packed up.
All right.
He begins to head out the front door, but Carrie stops him.
Out the back. Just in case.
He returns to the bar and gives her a kiss.
I love you, Carrie.
The front door to the pub swings open. Mac and Finn enter.
There he is, my favorite man at arms.
Mac,
You haven't played Judas on me, eh?
it wasn't that.
That's what Jimmy Johnson told me.
You read it.
He didn't have much of a choice now, did he? Fuck, Tommy. You don't sell out on your own.
I know, but...
You don't sell out on your own.
You don't understand! When I saw the back of the truck there, I'd only ever seen something like that in books, or when I was little at the museums with my mom. And there it was, right in front of me. It was beautiful.
It was meant to be scrap. It is scrap.
And it had been a part of someone once, a dream. It was dreamed up and then made to be shared with the world. Don't you see? It's bigger than us. It was part of this one person, this artist, and it was supposed to be shared with everyone. I had to save it.
The only thing that needs saving was your family. That's all that mattered, Tommy. That's it.
But I didn't think anyone would get hurt.
You lied to me, Tommy. You nearly ruined everything.
Go on, Finn. I said go on, Finn!
Finn pulls out a gun and advances on Tommy.
I promise I'll be quick.
Mac, no, please.
Shut up!
Finn motions to Tommy to go outside. Tommy walks through the door with Finn, who holds the gun in his back. Mac begins to exit, but Carrie runs out and grabs his arm, tears in her eyes.
Mac!
I told you to shut up!
Mac throws her to the ground and exits. The door remains open. Finn is holding the gun to Tommy's head. He shoots. Tommy drops. Blackout.